And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another live edition of the OCS Playoffs. As always, I'm Dan Tartaglione. Welcome to the top eight. Tonight we're going to have All-Stars 97, Justin Desai play against jokerking Chris Hall. I know that's a little earlier than what they wanted to. They were going to say they were going to play, but I guess Justin wanted to play a little early, and now that the Packers game is over, Chris is ready to play. So the game is up. The players are live. Justin is playing light side. Chris is playing dark side. Here we go. Okay, so again, it's going to be map versus. Looks like Yoda communing. Can see the Digabell Yoda's hut on the table. Interesting to see jokerking not play court. Again, court seems to be his go-to deck, but he is going with map again. Okay, and yep, Justin is playing communing. It is the Yoda communing, so he's going to go with Cytor Calfas, Walkling, and We're Leaving. So that's the light side effect. That it's a Hojix essentially for light side. Joker King is going with the I will finish what you started, Battle of the First Order, and the Dead Speak. So your typical effects. So here we go. Good question. Regular Ray is the resistance agent. Also, just so everybody knows, at 8:30 Eastern, Mike Kessling and Greg Shaw are going to have the call for Game 2 of Matthew Harrison Trainer versus Drew Lichtenstein. Again, Drew won Game 1, so... Okay, Joker King got out his Exegol Throne Room. He's going to pull the shuttle. Interesting to see that he went to go pull the shuttle without knowing it was there, but he did get the throne room, so he knew it was there. Oh no, he started with the throne room on the table. I'm sorry. And there is the blockade flagship bridge. So he had that in his opening hand. That's always a good card for Darkseid to have in their opening hand. And he is going to attempt to pull the Emperor. Again, he checked and saw that the Emperor was there when he went to go pull the Kylo Ren's command shuttle. Again, this is game one between Justin Desai versus Joker King, with Justin playing light side. Okay, we're also going to give away a Reflections 4-pack today. So we're going to do that a little bit in between the game. Joker King gets out the car. And we'll pass over to Justin, saving one force. So, especially a really good solid turn for Joker King. He's activating 11 force next turn. So, him getting out the bridge, him getting out the Emperor, always pretty good. He got out the car as well. Justin playing both Sense Alter Shields. And there's Speak with the Jedi Council, so Justin's going to be able to go get the Jedi Council chamber out of his deck. No response from Joker King. Yeah, I mean, I will say this, like, it's kind of like so far, all the top seeds have lost game one. Paul Myers lost to Justin Branch. Uh, lost to Charlie Arlinson, and MHT lost to Drew. So all the low seeds have won their first game. Okay, Justin getting out the Jedi Council Chamber, and that's all he's going to do this turn. So he's going to go to his draw phase and just draw some cards. I'm expecting to see Joker King grab that last card out of his force pile. Justin saving two, and Joker King. It didn't see that he drew that card, so he's going to have 12 force to work with this turn. And let's see what Joker King wants to do this turn. He could go to space. He could go. He could go to the ground here. Being that Justin is playing Saitor Cal fast, you would think he would want to go to space first, and then go to the village and try and stack there. But nope, Joker King's going to go straight to the village with the Kylo Ren's command shuttle. James, I like that. Way to pour salt into an open and fresh wound for Joker King. That's a good point. Like Joker, this is his first OCS playoffs. He beat Timo Dusel, who Timo was the 4th seed and called him out and said, "Hey, I want to play Joker King. I want to avenge the loss that I had in the Gemp PC finals." And no, Joker King beat him down. I think Joker King lives in Oregon, but he's a big Packers fan. So I could be wrong, though. I know he's a Packers fan because his team in the Star Wars CCG Fantasy Football League is the Jawa Packers. He and a little bit of interesting trivia. He's playing me this week, so he's currently beating me by like 40 points. But he has his kicker going where I have my 2 of my running backs and my best receiver going tomorrow. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, so Kylo Ren with his lightsaber and the shuttle both sitting at the Jakku village. And then Joker King is going to draw a few cards. So unless Justin wants to do something on his turn, looks like Joker King is going to be able to drain for 2 next turn. Okay, so there's the Boss Nash Chamber for Justin. Justin getting out a lot of his activation as well. He's going to use the Communing Epic Event. And peek at the up card of his force pile. And that's all that Justin's going to do. So he's going to activate and just draw. Interesting. So he didn't really do anything on his turn. There is a He and Me Baby Hold Together V. So Justin's going to play Battle Plan, make Joker King drain for 2, pay 3 to drain for 2 at the village. And really interesting to see Justin not do anything there. Either he wants to make sure he's got all of his tricks and everything before he goes down against Kylo Ren, or he's just okay with taking the 2 damage and seeing what happens. Okay, here we go. Drain of 2 at the village. It is a drain of 1, but then the lightsaber adds 1. There goes that Hear Me Baby, and a Sorry About the Mess and Blaster Proficiency off the top of his reserve deck. Joker King plays Come Here You Big Coward, so that way Justin can't retrieve right now. Joker King sitting on a 12, currently a 12 card hand after he just deploys Jakku from his hand. Yeah. And that's pretty much all of his locations out on the table right now. He's activating 13 on his turn, so he's going to have a lot to work with. Currently don't see any battlegrounds from Justin, though. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it's been a lazy little day so far. Aura Singh coming down to back up Kylo Ren, so she's pretty good against Jedi. And General Allegiant General Pride coming down as well. He adds quite a little bit of attrition, so pretty good character on the table. So Joker King really wants to save that drain of 2. He wants to hold that drain of 2 as much as he can. Let's see if Justin wants to get out a location, go there, start draining. Maybe he's going to play the Boo Theed Palace Generator Core so he can start draining for 2, maybe 3 himself. But we'll see. Okay, so he is going to deploy a battleground that has 2 dark side icons on it with his Master Yoda, who's currently out of play. No battleground is in his deck, so Joker King got a free verify there. I mean, Justin's got 24 cards to work with this turn. So let's see what he's going to do here. Okay, Corn coming down to the Jakku landing site. Again, Come Here You Big Coward is on the table, so Justin won't be able to drain there. Interesting that he goes there. Ray coming down to the village. So I think he deployed Corn Horn first so he could get more force into his use pile and then have more stuff to look at when he wanted to play Ray. Okay, there's a Rebel Barrier from Joker King. Okay, Ray is going to take a card, so out of that 8 card use pile, Justin's going to be able to take one of them. Okay, he uses Ray's other game text to draw the bottom card of his force pile. Okay, and here comes Mace Windu. Mace currently immune less than 6. He can swing twice in a battle. Deploys for 7 though. And there's another barrier from Joker King. So 2 barriers from Joker King. Justin not grabbing either of them. Okay, there's Mace Windu's lightsaber. Again, like I said, he'll be able to drain, swing twice in this battle. Okay. And Saitor Calfaus putting a lightsaber onto Rey as well. So Justin's going to be able to swing 3 times in a battle, whereas Joker King's going to swing once with Kylo Ren, and then going to shoot with Aura Singh. And Justin is going to draw. He's currently got a 12 card hand. So you got to think he's got some sort of tricks in his hand right now. Maybe I think I can handle myself, blaster, deflection, something. And only Jedi can carry that weapon, so Justin is currently shield broken. And there's a disarmed on Kylo Ren. So Kylo Ren is going to lose his lightsaber. Big card for Justin. Joker King took his action, which was taking the bottom card of his force pile with the Palpatine Emperor returned. And that allowed Justin to play the disarmed onto Kylo Ren. Okay, FN2199 coming down. I believe he is. Yep. May cancel an opponent's just drawn automated or lightsaber weapon destiny. And he has a permanent weapon. You may target a character for free, draw destiny, hit if defense value is greater than their. If the destiny is greater than the defense value. Also coming down is FN2003. He's the one that can cancel game texts, and they cannot fire a weapon. And then Hux coming down as well. So this is what map is capable of. Like, if Justin was able to get out his battleground site, put Rey, Mace there, he could essentially just said, okay, you can drain me for 2. I'm going to drain you for 3 at another site, and we'll just play like that. But both those 2 barriers were pretty big for Joker King. Okay, now that Hux is on the table, he used Bow to the First Order to take a card out of his use pile. Justin's going to use his commuting text. And Hux grabs Captain Phasma from Joker King's deck, so she's going to come down and add a Battle Destiny. Rey grabs a card for Justin. Justin has, again, 12 cards in his hand. Right now we're sitting at 29 power to 12. It's a lot of power difference. And not only that, Kylo Ren, I believe with the way that the Dead Speak works now, attrition is +2 at the same location as Kylo, Rey, or Snoke. So that's a lot. Okay. Snoke escaped to grab the lightsaber back. And then again with Pride. So attrition is +5 right now against Justin. Okay, there's the battle. Justin's going to play Impressive, Most Impressive to take the first weapons phase action. Yep, Joker King's got 3 Destiny and a Destiny to power, so that's quite a lot. Okay, Mace is going to swing at the FN2003. Draws a 4, so yeah, that's going to hit FN. Okay, so FN21, he cancels the Destiny. Justin has another 4. And I believe Joker King can, yep, he's going to use I will finish what you started to cancel that Destiny. So both Destinies are canceled there. And now FN 2003 will be able to cancel Mace's game text or Rey's game text, and thus making that, and also making it so they can't swing a lightsaber. That's huge. Okay, so now action is on Joker King. Let's see what he wants to do here. Again, he doesn't. There is no Kylo Ren lightsaber, but he does have Arson with blaster rifle. Okay, he's going to use 1 force to make the trooper hit. And who is he going to cancel? He's going to cancel Rey's game text, so that she doesn't have immunity to attrition. She doesn't add 1 to the total battle destiny anymore. Okay, Mace is going to swing at Pride. He draws a 1 for the first Destiny. Okay, there's a Jedi Levitation from Justin. So now Justin has Anakin Skywalker, Padawan Learner in his hand. And he draws another one, Qui-Gon Jinn, Serene Jedi. So if he didn't have that Jedi Levitation in his hand, he would have missed. He draws a 4 for the second Destiny. So yes, Mace is going to hit General Pride. And there is a Sorry About the Mess combo from Justin's hand. So Pride is going to go away, and that's going to get rid of some of that attrition. Up, just Joker King has the sense and draws a 5, so the Sorry combo is sensed. Now Joker King does have to lose 2 force here, but again, more importantly is that the Sorry About the Mess combo does not take into effect, so Pride is going to stick around. Okay, there goes the Blockade Flagship Hallway from Joker King's hand, as well as a We Must Accelerate Our Plans from his deck. I want to say he's playing the Blockade Flagship for possibly for like a Y4 op, so that way it can have a second Battleground site. Okay, Arsing's going to fire at Corn Horn, draws a 4, and that's going to hit Corn Horn. He drew a 3, which he drew Legion General Pride, which has a 3 for Destiny, but because General Hux is on the table, he adds 1 to the Destiny draw. And FN 2199 is going to attempt to fire at Ray. Draws a 4 for Destiny, and I believe that's going to miss Ray. Again, Justin is down by 15 in power. Okay, there's the Destiny to power with the shuttle, so that's a 2 for Joker King. Okay, 4 for the first Destiny. Again, Joker King's getting 3 Destiny here, and his total to attrition is +5. 4 for the second Destiny. So currently sitting at 40 power. And he's still got 1 more Destiny. He draws a 4 for the second. So 44 power for Joker King. Justin currently is sitting down by 29. And he draws Ray for his Destiny. So he's got a 1 for total battle Destiny. 16 to 44 and 17 to attrition. And Justin has to lose 2 force here. He's going to lose Ray, and he's going to lose Sorry About the Mess. So Justin is currently down by 28 in battle damage. And Joker King has 1 to attrition, so Pride goes lost. Let's see who Justin's going to lose. He's going to lose Mace, as well as Mace's lightsaber. There goes the FN 2003. And Joker King has no more attrition, so he's not going to lose anything else. And that's a cleared location for Justin. Justin still has 12 in overflow. Let's see if he's got the Hojix here. Oh, no, he's got We're Leaving, so that's going to cancel all the rest of his battle damage. And, yeah, we're going to move on. So he technically had the Hojix, but just done it in a different fashion. Okay, so you got rid of Mace, you got rid of 2 Rays, you also got rid of Anakin's lightsaber and Mace's lightsaber. That's a pretty good situation, though, for Joker King there. So let's see what Justin can do in this situation. Now, it is only a drain of 1 at the village because the lightsaber is no longer there. Okay, Justin's going to use Master Yoda. He's going to get out the Theed Palace generator. He got it out from his hand. He did miss the pull from his reserve deck, so Joker King got a free verify again. And Luke Skywalker, the Last Jedi, coming down from Justin's hand to the Naboo site. Luke is power +2 there. And it would be a drain. It's a drain of 2 site for Justin. And a third rake hits the table as well. Ray coming down to the Theed Palace generator. Okay, Joker King plays Imperial Command, so he wants to go get a Admiral or General. Justin grabs that. And there's Captain Peavy. Peavy's pretty good pilot on the finalizer. And Justin is going to draw a few more cards. Okay, so while we're in Justin's draw phase here, let's go ahead and give away that Reflections 4-pack. The card on Kylo Ren is disarmed. So let's go ahead and give that Reflections 4-pack away. I'm going to ask a trivia question. The first person to answer the question is going to get the pack. Being that Justin Desai is currently playing, I want the first person who can tell me when Justin won his World Champions, and I need the year and as well as who he defeated. So I need both years and who he defeated. Okay, here we go. Drain of 1 at the Jakku Village. From Joker King, Justin loses Luke Skywalker, The Last Jedi. Just threw the question into the chat. Okay, Jakku coming down with there's the finalizer and PV from Joker King's hand. He does use all of his force to get that out, but now that he satisfies for battle plan, he's not going to have to pay for drains. Need both of them. Jared, you win. Joe, you're no fun. I mean, I understand that's where you were supposed to look for it, but that's no fun. Okay, here we go. On to Justin's turn. Life Force counts as 22 for Justin, 27 for Joker King. Justin has 12 cards in his hand. Joker King has 5. So still a relatively close game. But based on board position, you think that Joker King has a little bit of a slight edge on board position, though. Okay, there's the drain of 2 at the generator. And Gick and Supreme Leader Snoke hit the lost pile for Chris. Luke's lightsaber coming down onto Luke from Justin's hand. And there's Han Chewing the Falcon coming down to Dakar. So now both players occupy for battle plan. And Anakin is going to be a passenger on the Han Chewie the Falcon. So he's got some forfeit value there, just in case. And Justin's going to end his turn. So right now, based on the board position, this is a pretty solid turn. He occupies for battle plan. He is showing a drain of 3 and 2, I believe. No, 3 and 1, I believe. Yeah, unless your resistance later here is fortunately -1. So yeah, it's a drain of 1 and 3 for Justin, whereas jokerking is draining for 2 and 1. Okay, Justin's going to attempt to use Master Yoda to retrieve 1. He does. He's going to retrieve Anakin's lightsaber with Master Yoda. He did have to pay for 1 with the secret plans, though. Joker King draws a card with Palpatine. Okay, drain of 2 at Jakku. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Joker King... Okay, there goes an impressive, most impressive, and a Hear Me Baby Hold Together. Drain of 1 at the Village. I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to either shuttle up the Phasma and the Trooper. That way he can get another Destiny on the Finalizer and then moves over. But we'll see what he wants to do. There goes I Don't Like Sand for Justin. The effect that causes both players to only draw 1 Battle Destiny in battle. Battle Destinies can't be modified, canceled. The newer Evacuation Control and Imperial Justice. And that's all that Joker King is going to do that turn. So he's going to draw a few cards in his draw phase. Justin is looking at the top card of his force pile with the communing epic event. Yes, Anakin Skywalker Padawan Learner is on the Falcon. Mostly there, I'm assuming for just for the forfeit value. Okay, here we go. On to Justin's turn. Again, he's going to be draining for 3 and for 1. And there is the drain at the core. Again, it is going to be a drain of 3 because Luke's lightsaber is there. There goes Phasma, Search and Destroy, both from Joker King's hand. And you know what I've come for as well. And Chris plays Enter the Bureaucrat from his hand. He didn't have to pull it or anything, so that's going to be a very important card. There's the drain of 1 at Dakar. So now Justin's not going to be really able to turtle in at the generator core. Joker King's going to lose the Kylo Ren lightsaber that he used no escape to get back into his hand. He loses it from hand, interesting enough. Okay, Justin's going to attempt to... he does use Scythe Calfast. He gets out Anakin's lightsaber from his hand. Or from his deck, puts it onto Rey. So normally that would be a drain of 4 there, but because of Enter the Bureaucrat, it's only a drain of 1. However, Justin has Naboo battle plans, so he gets that out, and now he can move Luke and Rey over there and start doing a lot more damage. But first things first, he's going to put Mace Windu there. Again, Mace's lightsaber is in the lost pile. However, you can simply move Luke and Ray over there, drain for 4, and use his mace's forfeit value. So I mean that's a pretty nice little setup there for Justin. Again, make sure you tune in less than 25 minutes when Matthew Harrison Trainer will play Drew Lichtenstein games 2. Again, Drew won game 1, I believe, by 10. Mike Kessling and Greg Shaw will be on the call for that one. Okay, General Leia coming down to the battle planes as well. Expecting to see Ray and Luke move over, joining all the fun that. Again, both players are just doom stacking it up right now. Jokerking at the village and Justin at the battle planes. Excuse me. And yeah, that's all Justin's going to do here. And Justin is threatening a drain of 4 at the battle planes. Now, I want to say Joker King, because he had the Enter the Bureaucrat in his hand, he can place it into his used pile to draw the top card of his reserve deck, play his Fanfare Shield, and get it back, and then replay it again. Now, he would still take the drain of 4 at the battle planes, but again, that would force Justin to move around his guys a little bit. Yeah, that's all it comes down to, but I mean, he needs to get to 2 systems. Yes, I agree. I wonder if he's playing the Steadfast. I mean, if he could possibly like put a bunch of guys onto the finalizer and just park the Steadfast at Jakku, and then just chase Justin around, get out in his resistance shield. That would probably be the better move there. But we'll see what he wants to do this turn. He is in his activate phase. I mean, he's got the shuttle, so he doesn't even really need the Steadfast. Yeah, he just needs to put the Steadfast, or move the shuttle up to Jakku, pile a bunch of guys onto the finalizer, and then just move around. I mean, he's running. The fact that he's running like Imperial Barrier times 2, and that Justin hasn't grabbed it, he could just utilize those to keep Justin from playing any other possible ships. But you got to assume that Justin's only playing the Hantu and the Falcon. Okay, there's the drain of 2 at Jakku. We still got a Grand Army, and Luke Skywalker, the Last Jedi, go to the Lost Spell from Justin's hand. Drain of the Village for 1. Another Wisa goes lost. Yeah, I think if you move like Hux, Phasma, and the Trooper up, and then, or you just move them all under the shuttle. Use this, take off with the shuttle, and then put everybody onto the finalizer, and then have the shuttle just sitting there by itself. I think that's the play for Chris here. And it looks like that's what he's going to do. So he plays Min to the village, and he gets out the resistance shield with Min. So he still has 1 more shield pool. So it looks like to me he is going to attempt to satisfy resistance here. And it looks like that's what he's doing. He's going to put a lot of guys onto the shuttle. Nope, he's just going to put Hux onto the shuttle. I don't know. I would have put Phasma and maybe the Trooper. I mean, you know that the bulk of Justin's good characters are on the table. I don't know really what else he could be running here. So you really don't need to worry about. I mean, Anakin's on the table. Luke, Leia, Rey, Mace. So unless he's run, Qui-Gon, he still has a Qui-Gon, but you haven't. Uh, the likelihood of him drawing into it. I mean, he could have drawn into it. So I mean, I understand not going with a lot of guys up to onto the finalizer. He threw the saber away to a drain last turn. So he used no escape, got the saber back, and then he lost it again. Okay, Justin's going to place Walkling out of play so he can retrieve one. He's going to retrieve the Wisa got a Grand Army, currently on the top of his lost pile. So again, Justin is going to drain here on his turn. He's going to be only draining for 2, being that Joker King has resistance in effect. PV and Hux are on the finalizer. Okay, Justin's going to activate. He activates everything but 2. He's got 2 cards left in his reserve deck. He checks out what's in his reserve deck there. Okay, here we go. Drain of 2 at the battle planes. Let's see. Joker King's going to lose Kylo Ren from his hand. And the second card he is going to lose. You would assume he's going to lose from his hand. Yep, he's going to lose Sniper Dark Strike from his hand as well. Life Force in hand counts currently. Joker King is sitting at 22 hand in life. Justin is sitting at 23 hand in life. So really close game here. Okay, let's see what Justin's going to do here. I mean, that the shuttle is kind of vulnerable, but doesn't look like Justin has he can really do anything against the shuttle, so he's going to move the Falcon away in front of the shuttle. Now, it is a drain of 2 there still for Joker King. Mace is going to move back into the generator core. I think he lost an Ellis earlier. I know he's running one, but I want to say he lost it. I could be wrong, though, Greg. But yeah, I agree. If the fact that Justin doesn't have his effect anymore, the We Are Leaving effect anymore, does say that there could be a possible Ellis beatdown. But again, I think he lost it earlier into a drain or something, but I could be wrong. Okay, Rey is going to join Mace there. So Mace and Rey, Luke and Leia, all on Naboo. And that's all that Justin's going to do this turn. So he's also going to draw up a few cards. Currently, Justin is up on Joker King, Life Force and Hand wise. Both players have 11 cards in their Life Force. Justin has 12 cards in hand, and Joker King has 11 in his hand. But again, Joker King is going to be draining for 3 this turn, 2 at the system, and 1 at the site. Okay, he activates everything but 1, saving 1 card in his reserve deck. Tells me that we might see a fight here at some point. Okay, there is the drain at Dakar. Okay, Justin's going to lose Qui-Gon and Speak, both from his hand. Drain of 1 at the Village. And Justin loses another Speak from his hand. Right now, Joker King is ahead on Lost Piles. He's got 13 lost, whereas Justin has 20. Okay, here we go into Joker King's deploy phase. Again, he did save 1, so not sure what he's going to do with that 1 card that he saved. And Hussein Issard going down to the Jedi Council Chamber. That's actually a really good move for Chris. He is now threatening a drain of 3 at the Jedi Council Chamber. And again, because Justin got rid of a lot of his big guys, or they're already they're still on the table, like that could be really big for him. Now, the thing is, though, we know that Joker King's Gick is in his lost pile. So if Justin comes down with something big there, that might not be good for Joker King. Okay, he's going to move around his ships and pass turn over to Justin. Justin's going to drain for 2 and 1 this turn. And you're going to think that he's going to want to do something about that Ms. Issard sitting at the JCC there. Okay, he saves 3 force. So this tells me he's got another character with a lightsaber in his hand. Okay, here we go. Drain of 2 at the battle planes. Okay, there goes the Steadfast from Joker King's hand. And we must accelerate our plans as well. And no drain at the generator. Again, it is going to be a drain of 1 there. Lieutenant Mitka goes lost from Joker King's hand. He did draw a card with the Emperor in between the drains. Okay, here we go. Let's see what Justin's going to do this turn. If he's going to go face Isard at the Jedi Council Chamber. And it looks like he is. There's Qui-Gon Jinn, Serene Jedi, coming down. Barrier from Jokerking. And there's a Qui-Gon Jinn's Qui-Gon's lightsaber. Now that one does not add to the drain or anything, so if Jokerking can get Isard out of dodge, essentially, well, Qui-Gon would be stuck there. Just in playing around with his cards in his force pile. And we should see him go to his move phase. Again, let's see if he wants to move the finalizer away from the, or move the Hunchewing the Falcon away from the finalizer here. And he does do that. Again, really close game. Based on hand and life force counts, both players are tied at 18 cards. And there's a Voyeur from Jokerking. He's going to name Wisagata Grand Army, revealing Justin's use pile here. Not a good reaction from Justin. And 3 Wisagata Grand Armies in Justin's use pile. Jokerking uses the lost part of Voyeur, so he got rid of 3 Wisagata Grand Armies in Justin's use pile. Wow, that's big. So both players were tied for a second. Justin's currently sitting at 15 hand in life, whereas Jokerking is sitting at 17 hand in life. And now he is going to be able to drain for 3 this turn. So Voyeur doing its job. I'm a little surprised that he used the lost part of it. Possibly just wanting to get rid of some like higher destinies out of Justin's deck. The other reason is maybe he wanted to get the life force count, his life force count down by 3 instead of making Justin lose 3 cards from his hand. So I think overall that's the smart move. But I don't know. Like I would, personally, I would have went with the use pile part of myself just so you can start looping it. But again, that's why I'm not in the OCS playing. Go drain of 2 at Jakku. Again, if you want to watch this game as well as the other game currently going on in 5 minutes, make sure you check out the multi-switch tab. If you want to check that out, it is here. I'll actually post it in the chat. It is going to be multitwitch.tv/troop1023. And then Star Wars CCG PC. So if you want to check out both games, this game as well as the game starting very soon, make sure you click on that link. Okay, there's drain of 2 at Jakku. Justin loses Where's Han and Leia's blaster rifle, as well as the blaster deflection from his hand. Joker King activated everything but 2, so he's got 2 force left in his reserve deck. Maybe we'll see him come down against Qui-Gon here. Maybe we'll see him do something up in space. Or maybe he's just going to put that Enter the Bureaucrat back into his deck here. Not really sure what he's going to do. Dr. Evazan and Ponda Bumba coming down to the Jedi Council Chamber. Not a bad move. I mean, they're power plus. They're only power 3 there because of the game text. But you also. I don't think you battle into the Qui-Gon because it's still a losing battle, but you know that Justin's going to battle, so. Maybe you just take your lumps in battle there. Now, I mean, if you had the first strike, if he has first strike in his hand, I would battle. So that way, one can retrieve a force and cause a ping damage to your opponent. And then Justin swings at whoever. You lose the other character to Battle Destiny. And again, Qui-Gon's stuck doing nothing, but. Yeah, you really don't want Justin to come down and put down another guy or anything and cause a lot more damage, but I'm not sure. But no, I mean that Lisa got that Voyeur there was really big for Chris and on that turn, getting rid of 3 5s, 3 cards out of Justin's life force. That's pretty big. Okay, Lieutenant Dolfeld Mitka coming down to the village. I don't know. I think you don't really need him. Okay, there's the first strike. So, yeah, again, if you're Joker King here, I think you battle because you really don't need. Like Justin's not going to be able to battle. Now Justin could just say, not draw Battle Destiny, get rid of one guy. But we'll see. Okay, so he's going to retreat. He does retrieve the Voyeur. Justin's going to lose a card here. He's going to lose Rebel Leadership from his hand. Yeah, I think if you're Justin, you don't draw Battle Destiny and you swing at Dr. E. So you get rid of one. You might take a little bit of overflow, but then because you know your opponent doesn't have his Gick, so. Yeah, I think you don't, if you're Justin, you don't draw Battle Destiny, so you can come down and beat down your opponent on his turn. Okay, Justin's not going to swing, so, okay, he is going to draw 1 Battle Destiny here. He draws a 4. So that's low enough that Joker King's only going to lose 1 character here. Yeah, or you just do this. You don't swing or you don't draw Destiny. So I like Justin's idea was clearly better than mine. Yeah, now Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba are stuck there. Unless, of course, Joker King has a Ellis Hellrot or the Lana Dobreed combo in his hand. So that way he can get Dr. Evazan out of dodge. But, yeah, that was a good play by Justin, so now he can beat down on Dr. Evazan. Yep, and Joker King is going to maneuver his starships around and pass turn over to Justin. So So again, Justin's going to be able to drain for 2 and 1 this turn. However, the more important thing is Dr. Evazan is currently sitting very vulnerable at the Jedi Council chamber. Okay, life force counts are as 15 in favor of Chris and 11 in favor of Justin. So after the drains here, we're going to see it's going to be 12 and 11 with, again, Joker King having a slight advantage. Okay, Joker King's going to pull his do they have a co-clearance shield just in case Justin has a Jedi Levitation in his hand and wants to retrieve the stuff. But I think if you're Justin, you're just going to want to battle here. You're going to drain and then battle. Okay, drain 2 at the battle planes. There goes an Imperial Command from Joker King's hand, as well as P-59. Drain of 1 at the Palace Generator. There goes Mara Jade with lightsaber from Joker King's hand. Okay, go into Justin's deploy phase. Joker Kings takes the only card out of his force pile into hand with the Emperor. I don't know. Like, I think if you're Joker King, I would have waited to do that, just to say that, oh, I have that possibility of a barrier. Waited to do that maybe in the deploy phase. Okay, here we go. Go into Justin's battle phase. Qui-Gon Jinn with lightsaber against Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba at the Jedi Council chamber. Justin will be able to retrieve one with Chris's first strike. Chris has to lose. He loses alter and collateral damage from his hand. Qui-Gon Jinn is going to swing his lightsaber at Dr. Evazan. Draws a 4 for the first destiny. Excuse me. And draws a 4 for the second destiny as well. So Dr. Evazan will be hit. And again, he is forfeit 0. So Joker King is down by 3 right now. He's going to put Enter the Bureaucrat into his used pile to draw the two cards off the top of his reserve deck. I mean, that gets him some life force back, but he takes away some cards out of his off the top of his reserve deck. Justin draws a 6 for Battle Destiny. Again, it's a 6 because of Qui-Gon Jinn's game text, so that's 12 power for Justin. Joker King needs a big card here. He draws the Voyeur. So it's 12-6 in favor of Justin. Joker King is down by 6. I mean, he's not out of the game yet. He's got 5 cards in hand, but again, let's see what he's going to do here. Does he have a second Gick? He does not. He loses Imperial Command, General Pride, Barrier, You Are Beaten, We Must Accelerator. He loses a We Must Accelerator plan and General Grievous, off the top is reserve deck. So life force counts are 6 in favor of Joker King and 12 in favor of Justin. Justin is now going to move the Honshu and the Falcon away. So again, Joker King is going to be able to drain for 3 next turn. So both players are doing 3 points of damage to each other. But being that Justin is now up by 6, I mean, that's what, 2 turns for Joker King? So he's going to be able to get some drains in. So the difference is going to be pretty small. So it's still anybody's match. Okay, drain 2 edge the car for Chris. There goes Jedi Levitation and Meditation. Joker King is going to drain for 1 at the village. I don't know, like, he activated everything there. Justin loses a Quite the Mercenary V from his hand, so he had the Elves protection. I mean, you're not out of it if you're Joker King. I don't see there's a reason not to keep going. Like, I would have liked... maybe? I mean, he's draining for 2 and 2. Like, I think if you're Joker King, you move the Finalizer over to Jakku. You fly the shuttle away, so that way you still have resistance in effect. But then you just pile on guys on the final. Like, you move as many guys as you can to the Finalizer. Like, if you can put Phasma and the Trooper on the Finalizer, you're getting an extra Destiny up there. Paul, the saber at the Jedi on Qui-Gon is the Destiny 5 one that doesn't add to a drain. So I mean, Joker King's going to be at 2 life force after Justin's control phase. So, and that's why I'm saying, like, if you move the Finalizer in front of the Honshu and the Falcon and shuttle up as many guys as you can, like, Justin's only got 1 card in his hand at this point. Like, you don't care if he retrieves, well... Is the relocate a regular move? I don't know what he's like. Mitka's not. Mitka's at the village, so he has to be at the same site as a resistance agent. Yeah, I believe it is a regular move. Okay, so Joker King is going to battle, and he's going to battle with the Kylo Ren shuttle up in space. I'm not particularly fond of that. I mean, Justin's only going to lose from his hand, so Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, thank you. Brian Fred just messaged me saying that Mika has to be with Kylo, and then Kylo goes to the Resistance character. Okay. Thank you, Brian Fred. Okay, there's a 2 for Destiny to Power. Battle Destiny is a 4, so 14 to 3, down by 11. The shuttle covers 5, so that's 6 on top. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, Justin's still at 8. Okay, so Justin wins by 8. Justin has 30 on his lost pile. Joker King has 32. Don't know when both players are going to decide to play game 2. So once we have that information, we'll let you guys know. Looks like they're trying to figure that out right now. And it looks like they're going to try and play this week. So once we have that, we'll let you guys know. And again, thank you for watching. Our second game of the night is currently on Mike Kessling's Twitch channel. If you want to go ahead and tune on over to that, the link is in the chat. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll have more live Star Wars CCG action later on this week. So take care and have a good night, everybody.